Welcome back, pupils. As you can see, I am back. And I'm playing Destiny 2 again. Like I said, I wanted to play the Crucible stuff. Never got a chance to do that last stream, but I figured I'd do it at least today. And I am streaming a bit, you know, I mean, earlier than I have been streaming lately, but I actually got up early enough. And I was able to do the things, some of the things I needed to finish, so, well, here I am. And plus, I do have to go to bed early tonight, because, tomorrow's Sunday, and I have to run sound at my church. Run a bit, you know, I'm a sound technician, as some people may or may not know. Anyways, yeah, normally I wouldn't be streaming, on a Saturday night like this, because I'd be helping out with the youth group at my church, but youth group is, gonna be starting up next week, so next week I probably won't be streaming around this time, but you know, we'll see what happens with things. So I have my task manager open, of course, to see if my computer is about to crash during, you know, playing Crucible multiplayer stuff, essentially. So we got some stuff here. Alright, match, right. Competitive. I'm just gonna do a quick play. And then just go and see what we get. Basically. Oh, I'm tired. But I'm gonna try to, again, get back on track on getting up earlier. Around 10:30, that's the goal. But of course, we'll have to get up at 7:30, so you know. Just setting my alarm up there. Okay. So let's see how I fare with the Crucible. You know, hopefully it will, you know, be steady and maintain at its frame rate, whatever, what have you. So it's not as laggy. Hopefully it's like barely any lag at all. It's just, again, you can even see just, yeah, the memory of the RAM. RAM, it's at 5, because it was trying to push to 5 at least, and it couldn't even do that because I only had 4. So it's like, so it just lagged so much, but now I got that extra 4 gigs of RAM to make it 8 gigs. Things are working better. So yeah. Okay. Here we go. So right now everything's kind of just at halfway, but we're just in the loading part of it, matchmaking part. So we'll see. We'll see how everything goes. Because if this works out well for multiplayer, I might just play some multiplayer, even off stream, just on my own. I might try to get some friends of mine that do have this on PC. I might be able to play with them. That would be cool. So I'll have my task manager up for a little bit just to see, and then I'll take it off. And then we'll get, because it's in my way too. I see it. I mean, that's kind of the point, so I can see it as well. But it's like in the way a bit. The disk I'm not worried too much about. I mean, I don't have a solid state drive, hard drive, so you know, the disk is always gonna be kind of going crazy. It's the odd time. But yeah, it's like the RAM looks good. CPU and GPU, that's kind of the stuff I'm worried about. So we'll see how this all goes. Oh boy.
control.
Oh. Here we go.
No zones means no victory. Take them and crush your enemies.
Okay, we see the CPU kind of jumping up there a bit.
Enemy claims Zone C.
I mean,
Zone A
it's the same as the other times too, where CPU gets up there, but I couldn't even, like, even through this, I couldn't even move without that. When I just had 4 gigs of RAM, it was like lagging so much. It had to load so much just for it to go, oh, I'm fine. So it took like 3 minutes for it to, you know, do anything. So it seems fine now. Again, GPU, CPU kind of spiking a bit there, but RAM is steadily at 5.5 around that.
Enemy claims Zone B.
Oh, I see. It's
You captured Zone B. You have zone advantage.
crap. Wow. Okay. Behind you. That would make sense. Okay. Oh, what is...
You're in the lead.
I mean, that's... Oh, that's nice, except for the part where that guy just kind of appeared. Okay.
Zone B lost.
And you guys gonna jump up from above? I'm scared.
They've taken the lead. You can turn this tide.
That makes sense. Also hope everything's in sync. I really do. Oh. Come on, you. Gotcha. See? I knew I'd get somebody at some point. Now that I'm actually playing the game, and I can.
Zone B captured. You have zone advantage. Gained the lead.
That's good, okay. I really have to be careful when I use the supercharge, though.
You captured Zone C.
There we
Power
go.
play. Keep the pressure on. Keep this up and the battle is yours.
Oh crap. Okay. That works.
Zone C lost.
Oh, come on. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's about the punch.
If you want it, this battle is yours.
If you want,
Take it.
if I wanted, I mean, it's a big if there. Oh, at least I threw a grenade. Well, let's do a quick recording here just to double check that everything is working well. I think I got my sound levels good for this.
Zone B lost.
Oh boy. Crap. Oh, way.
Zone
Well
C
then,
captured.
yeah, my
You
health's already
have
down.
advantage.
not much I could do about that. Let's stop that for a second. Next time I die, I'll check it.
5 minutes.
But I'm just gonna have to assume
Keep it
everything's fine. Okay. Whoa. Someone was shooting.
Zone C
from
lost.
behind or the side, or because yeah, there's a lot of people that are like invis and whatnot. Like, all right, let's
Zone
do this.
B captured. Zone advantage is yours.
All right, we're good. We are good. But yeah, I mean, there's a bit of like small amounts, but it's definitely not. Oh, he's gone. It's not as much as it was without the RAM. So, as I said last stream, it's gonna be a while, maybe, probably before I get like a more modern gaming PC, right? This is good enough for now. I have enough to play a good amount of newer games, or more modern games and whatnot, like Destiny 2 here. Just the quality will have to be dropped lower, but at least it will run. See, I'm hearing some sound distortions, but I hope that's not how it is on the stream, because I don't care really.
3 minutes left.
Because it's probably just my my headphones, just how they are, because they are cheaper ones. So you just have to assume it's the headphones are kind of having the sound distorted. So I mean, we'll see. Whoops. Hey, it'd be good to do that. There.
Zone B captured.
Okay then, I was about to
zone advantage.
Do a little, from afar sniping, but I got a thing. Anyways, yeah, I mean, at times the GPU kind of, as you may notice, the odd time, oops, like goes to, yeah, about 90%, like 90%, like just almost at 100%, or the odd time go 100, but it's basically fine enough for me to play. So I think that was a good test. Let's just move this guy somewhere else, and I might have to reset OBS, depends, because sometimes, like, apparently if I change it from anything else from what I have, OBS likes to randomly not work for whatever reason, because I have OBS running so that you guys can hear it, the sound of the gameplay on the stream, and then I can also hear it in the headphones as well, because unfortunately I can't just say whatever's on my headphones go to here, because it treats it as like a separate, because it is a TV, so it goes, oh, other sounds go there, and I'm like, no, it should be the same sound. But so OBS kind of fixes that, where I tell it to monitor what's here and tell it to monitor to what you're seeing right now. But yeah, so what I notice is the odd times, if I'm playing the game, it's fine, but once I like do other things other than playing the game, it decides to for whatever reason, just like unsync itself. And then all I have to do is basically exit OBS and then restart OBS on the gaming computer, and then it just, like, it's fine. So, we'll see once this goes. But Yeah, I mean, it helps if I, play this game more, then I'll get better, but again, now that I'm actually able to play it without it really lagging and stopping and freezing every so often, yeah, I'm able to play it. Of course, again, I have to bring the quality lower, but PC Master Race, right, guys? um, but yeah, again, eventually, new computer. So I don't know what I might do with the computers I have. Like my laptop, I probably want to get a new one because I might at the odd time, like if I go somewhere, I'll have a portable computer. But with the other ones, like my old gaming PC, I might, with the one I'm using right now, I might. Depends on how things work out. I might use this one as my streaming computer, because if I go off the graphics card, but it depends how good the graphics card is, so I don't know if I can stream off of it to work that well. I'll have to do a test maybe off of this computer. See if I can stream from it off the graphics card instead of the CPU. Because that'll be interesting if I could do that, because then that means the computer I have now could be used for
control,
like other things, and then I have my gaming computer, so
The zones are yours if you fight for them, Guardian.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it all works out. But let me just. I think it's out of sync now. See, what did I say? So that's now. At least I know now. Every time.
Zone A captured.
Every time I'm guessing it's because the game's running, and then if I do other things, it just for whatever reason unsyncs it. If I drop out of the game or whatever, because I have to hit the to get out of this, I have to hit the what I can tell is hit, because this is in windowed mode, full screen on that screen. Let's go back to here, because I don't think if I so that's still. Okay, so so I can do it this way. Okay, so I don't have to. That's good.
Gains the lead.
Anyways, learn something new every day. So you guys should hear it now. And it should be all in sync. Because I can hear it from the TV. So if I hear it in the TV out of sync, then I know that you guys are out of sync. Because it's putting out basically what you guys are hearing.
Zone B.
Oh, that worked. See? Ow. Well, But, yeah, so I'm understanding things. I mean, it's dumb, but I'm understanding it, so that means if I were to do that, then every single... Oh, wow, I got him. But every single time, that means I just have to restart OBS so that the audio stays in sync. So I'm getting some kills here. Again, I just need to play the game. Then we're fine. Oh, come on. Well, you guys are like level 50s. I'm like, I'm not that. I'm not level 50 at all.
Zone B captured. You have zone advantage.
Gotcha. Woo. I think I can actually take that gun.
Zone B.
Oh no, that's ammo. Okay, I was like, is that a gun or something? Or hi. Yeah. Yep. I'm 13. I'm level 13
Zone
against
B
your level
captured.
50.
You have zone
Yeah,
advantage.
there's a bit of a difference. You know, especially in like, just, yeah, the armor I'm wearing. And, well, you know, the gun power that I have. Oh, from behind. I was like, where did that come from? Because I was sure that there was no one behind me, but again, people can go invis here. What not? Let's play a bunch of objective games here.
You captured Zone B. Zone advantage is yours.
But, you know, it is a random... Oh, there's a bit of lag there, but... Yeah. Just a bit.
Zone B lost.
So gonna die. Oh,
Pulling away.
Drag them back. Oh, someone's clearly gonna be at the flag or whatever. It's like, no, they're right beside me, of course. She knows. It's always definitely not distracting at all when you have an itchy nose and you're trying to play against rank 50s. Yeah, I guess I should use this for charge, but I'm like, I might die before I even get a chance. Yeah, then yeah.
Zone C captured. You have zone advantage. Zone A lost.
Of course. Oh, there's... Okay. You saw that too. Oh. Beautiful. That's... Oh, okay. Really hoping they were farther away. That's per usual. It's not what I wanted to do. I keep like, because I'm so used to holding down to slide for anything. Now it's like, oh right, I just have to tap it, but then whoops. See, that spooked me because, well, you know what happened to me last other time.
Zone B captured. You have advantage.
Well then. Nothing I can really do about that.
3 minutes remaining.
Come on. Oh. Holy crap.
Zone C lost.
Okay then. Okay, I just freaking... I'm like, I just spawned and I'm already getting shot at. It's like, really? Okay. Alright then.
Captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Not anymore. I might as well just use my supercharge,
Zone
because,
B
like,
lost.
yeah.
You captured Zone C. You have zone advantage.
we go. That works. Oh, I did stuff,
Zone
guys.
A lost. You captured Zone B. Zone advantage is yours. Your enemy has defeated you.
Okay. Ah, well, you know. At least I'm doing stuff. Yeah, I have to play the game more. Practice. You know? So I don't know how long I'll play this. Maybe for a full hour? I might do that. Another 30 minutes then. But see, that says 22, but I guess, is there... So is there, like, Crucible rank, and then there's my overall rank? Is that the idea? Because I'm level 13, so I don't know. I'll have to look that up. It's possible I have there's two different rankings. Either way, the guy that's level 50 might be just someone who has, played the game more than me, either way, so. You know. Hmm. Okay then. So I changed my setup just a little bit. Because normally I have the monitor for my laptop to see the stream or whatever. I would usually have it here, but then I moved it over here, and it seems to be okay. Because then and I kind of move things around for my PlayStation 3 where that monitor would be, and kind of move things a little bit different ways. So I can move the TV like a little bit more this way, so it's more centered to where I'm looking. I don't know. That might be better. Who knows? And I can't hear the stream anymore. So. Hey. There we go. That's better. Wow, this is taking a long time just to load me in. Like, am I not able to go in now? Well, at least I can do this while that's going on, but... Anyways. Okay. See if this, okay, that stays right. Okay. Well, there we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Perfect. Oh, I see. I could do either one. Right. I haven't looked at these in a while. Of course. It's like I'm trying to look at something. It's like, no, you can't. Right. Equipped one from each stand behind it. Yeah. So one's larger, one's smaller, but I don't have to reload, so that is always nice. Enemies. It's like sure. So we'll see about that. That should work. Now let's try some of these. Scout rifle. It's a pulse rifle, so yeah, I'll go with the scout rifle still. And this an auto rifle, a fusion rifle. It's like it's a little bit more. That one is a fusion rifle, so I don't know. Don't know. So this one's 16, this one's 18, so I might do that. Let's get rid of this one. Yeah. Yeah. Shoot. 16, that's a little bit more than that, so 34, 32, 34, so let's go with this. Okay. Get rid of this guy, get rid of this guy. Yeah. Okay. That's 118. Yeah. So I think that's pretty good. Is there a way to... Oh, I see. Doi. So now I got newer things, so I have this, or that. Let's go with that. Sure. Sure. I think that's good. Alright, now let's try the Crucible thing again. Be 2 matches and a bit of playlist. Yeah, that's competitive. So at some point I'll have to try these other ones later, but I'm just gonna do the quick plays for now. Yeah, it says 22, so there must be a specific level separate from like a rank. So there's quick play rank versus rank, and then there's of course competitive rank. So okay, so there's 3 different ones, and there's my ranking from when I play the campaign stuff, ranking when I play quick play or free for all, and then a separate ranking then again for competitive. So it's like okay, in lockdown, like all these are yeah. Okay, I think I understand it now. Just it is a bit weird. That's like, oh, you know, 3 different rankings, but I guess that's separate you from playing, I guess, more casual game type to competitive. So I suppose it makes sense, but then it's, yeah, I don't know. I guess it's somewhat confusing. I don't know if it was really stated early on. I guess I would have to look it up. But if in the game it tells you this, because that would just make things easier. But I guess I figured it out on my own. But not everyone's gonna figure it out. Alright, so what we got here. Well, since the last match didn't actually go, we'll see how long this one is. We might have to do a couple more, and it'll be good. It's a good test, because like I said, I'll be able to do this more often. Well, I do have to start up and continue StarCraft 2. That would be a good one to finish, and then also go back and... I don't think I ever played the campaign, like ever, of StarCraft 1, the first StarCraft game, so... Of course I got the remastered version, so it'll be cool playing in remastered. But, yeah, I don't think I ever played the campaign, so... But really, like, maybe a bit, but... Not really. So... That will be interesting. Oh, is this, okay, is this a straight up, team deathmatch? Oh, crap. Oh, I'm like, still trying to get that other guy. That had, like, no health. Oh, wow. What can you do? This is definitely not a, short-range weapon. Because it's so slow in firing, so. Oh, as soon as I saw that slide, I was pulling the trigger. And, I died. As I pulled the trigger, he shot me, so... No, they just... I mean, again, look at the ranks. It's kinda... Much I can do about it. Yeah, and then there's enemies, guys. Oh, I should have punched.
Your enemy can't kill if they're dead.
Okay, I got a thing. I'm happy. As long as I'm getting things, I don't care. Oh crap. Sword grenade. Did that work? No, probably not. Alright. Oh, and I wasted that. That sucks. Anyways. Like, I don't know where they come from. I don't know these maps.
5 minutes.
So many things that's new. Oh, well. Yeah, at 3 people. What can you do? See, now this is where I could use it if I can. I know where the guy is, but there's someone else probably over here, so it doesn't matter. Or literally right beside me, whatever. I mean. just about to I'd switch to my scout rifle to at least do some damage. Okay, what's going on? So there was a guy behind me, or on my left side, and then also on the right, I guess. And I just saw the fireballs. I'm like, oh, I must get out of the way. And then it's like, no, never mind, you're dead because someone else just was there randomly. It's like, well, okay then. I'll just switch my grenade back to what I had it. But okay.
3 minutes remaining.
Right. Yep. Because I saw the little radar, it's like, oh, someone's over here, and I'm like, oh. Again. Helps to play the game. Okay, oh, yep, of course. Yeah, no, I'm like, oh, this is the guy's way over there. I can now try to snipe him from with this gun. It's like, no, of course. He somehow quickly went behind you and is right next to you. Oh, okay. What was I thinking? It's also just, again, the power like the weapons that I have. There we go. Sometimes I just have to shoot that direction because I don't know who's there. Oh, come on.
Rise from this loss and fight again.
I tried. It's just better. I need better weapons. And again, actually playing the game and knowing how the game works.
The only bad result is a tie. Don't be discouraged.
I got stuff, that's fine. So, okay, what, am I level 32 now? I don't understand. Like, what does this mean? Or my Guardian 3? Like, again, I'm confused. I have to look up how the ranking works. Casual Crucible, I suppose, would be a way to... Okay, Season 5, right? Okay. So I guess I'm at level 32 now? Valor rank, okay. A progression rank that goes up as you complete complete matches. Winning helps you move up faster. There is no lost penalties. Okay, so this is my rank then for this. Okay. Alright. Oh, it says searching for guardians. There's 12 out of 12. Like, they're there. Come on. Anyways, what do we got? And we'll see how long this one takes. But I mean, yeah, I keep saying it, but it's true. I have to actually play the game, be good at it. So. And knowing the maps, again, playing it enough will help me know the maps well. And, just know better. Yeah, because I'm still thinking about, like, whenever I do, which it's got to be probably next year in December or something. I'll save up enough money and I might get a good gaming PC. I don't know. We'll see. Because it depends how much money I get from Twitch, and then how much I save up. Plus, I still have to, you know, pay off bills and all that stuff, like the computer, internet bills, and whatnot. So it's, you know. So I just have to keep saving up and buying less because you know, I've like, okay, I'll get some games here and there, and I'm like, okay, now I gotta save up for, and there's a dentist bill, and then of course internet bill.
No zones means no
then,
victory.
Yeah,
Take
just saving
them
up for
and crush your enemies.
because I wanted to get a gaming keyboard, but I might have to try
Zone
to
A. Enemy claimed Zone C.
just save up for gaming PC. Just looking to see what is affordable for me or what I would like to be affordable or whatever. Oh, like yeah, I don't know. Crap.
Zone B captured.
Like
You
I don't know
have
if that would,
advantage.
yeah, because he could just jump over that. So I'm gonna have to change my grenade. Yeah, it's a very specific grenade that has to be used in a very specific way. Okay. So I'm like, where are these guys going to appear? I'm like, I don't know.
Zone B lost.
Oh, he's freaking sliding around.
Zone
Oh, see, I saw there's bullets somewhere else, but not where these guys are going to. Crap. Yeah. Oh. Oh, there's the Invis? It looked like there might have been, yeah. And an Invis person there as well? I don't know. But it looks like I'll have to switch weapon for the as my primary, because yeah.
Zone B lost.
I never get a chance to actually really do quote-unquote sniping. So they all just appear right in front of me or beside me or behind me. So I don't have enough time to switch to a better weapon anyways. It's more close combat.
Zone B captured. You have zone advantage.
Don't know if this will work, but nope. Okay, well, crap. Oh, that might actually work. No, ish, maybe, yeah.
Double
Okay.
down.
I might have gotten some guys there.
You're pulling ahead. Keep it that way.
Oh, okay. There's.
Okay,
I'm like, who? Sometimes I don't see the names. I'm like, who's bad? Especially when all those explosions there. I'm like, I don't know.
Zone C captured.
There we go. Oh, crap.
Zone B lost.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'd say it's a little bit more powerful than what I have, but you know, could be just me. Okay, that's not. Yeah, okay, okay. Ah, well then. Good, we got it. Okay. Oh, that's good.
Zone A captured. You have zone advantage.
Crap. Oh, yeah. Because there's guys from Miami too. I didn't know because I ran up thinking, oh, they're all ahead of me. It's like, no, there's guys on the side. Oh, look, we got Mike from Canada here. Welcome to the stream. Thanks, Tom. Bye. And watching me actually be able to play Destiny 2 online without really any lag. There's like a bit here and there, but very, very small compared to what it was before.
Zone A
Like a
lost.
lot less than what it
5
was
minutes
before.
remaining.
So I'm
Zone B
okay
captured.
with this.
Zone advantage is yours.
Oh. Okay, there's a lot of them. They're all there. On Xbox? No, this is PC, Mike. This is on the computer. See here? Computer, Mike. This is what you call a mouse on a computer, which I then
Zone
use
C
a controller.
lost.
Because I am more comfortable with playing with the controller, as opposed to mouse and keyboard. Such a bad choice. What? This is PC Master Race. Can't you tell by how good everything looks?
Enemy has your zone.
It's PC Master Race, Mike. Come on. Like, I mean, it's just the, like, look at that great quality. I mean, that's just realistic. Like, I'm so immersed. Come on, Mike. PC Master Race. Am I right?
Zone B captured.
That somewhat failed, but okay. Oh, is this like Destiny? Well, this game was free for a week, so I mean, you know, Destiny's fine. Like, I still got the first Destiny on Xbox Uno.
3 minutes.
I mean, yeah, it sucked that there wasn't that much story, or when there was story, it's like, oh, you have to buy it separately. It's like,
The enemy
but
wants
you know,
vengeance.
that's kind of
Deny
dumb.
them.
But I mean, I'm okay with the gameplay itself. It's interesting
You
stuff.
captured Zone C. You have zone.
You know, they're trying to do a different world and whatnot, but it's kind of neat. And again, Destiny 2, I played the beta,
Zone B lost.
and then I played the demo for it, and that's a person. Okay, cool. Gotcha. Oh, that was good. Oh, okay, so if you go through their barrier, it actually hurts you. Interesting. But, of course, like I said, Destiny 2 was free only on PC, but it was free for, like, a week during BlizzCon. Well, it's just like Halo. Yeah, in some ways. There's a lot of ways it's not, but,
The enemy
you know,
has closed
it's like,
the gap.
you know, they try to do that whole, like, MMO, but not MMO thing. Like, it's... And then, of course, you got this online stuff, but...
Zone C lost.
Again, there's, like,
Your enemy
different
has
stuff
a
they
power
added,
play.
so that's not exactly like Halo.
Zone
And,
captured.
Halo 7. I mean, it's a first-person shooter, so in that way, it's like Halo. But, like, I wouldn't say it's... Because, like I said, there's a lot more different stuff than what Halo has, so...
You captured Zone B. Zone advantage is yours. 1 minute left.
But yeah, I mean, I still have fun with it, with Destiny.
You gained the lead.
Again, it's just like, number one, couldn't afford Destiny 2, and then number two, I definitely didn't want to get it on PC, because again, I don't have a gaming PC, you know, PC Master Race there, my computer cannot run this well. Especially without the RAM, I didn't have the RAM
30
for
seconds.
it, as it turns out. Oh. So, you know, I was like, yeah, Destiny 2 is going to cost so much money, I can't do that. But then, again, a friend, Maple Gamer 0991, It's like, hey,
You're in the lead.
Destiny 2 is free, by the way, for a week. You should get it on PC only. And I'm like, and well, here I am. So,
I could not ask for a better victory.
yay. See, you can't do this in Halo. You know, so they added like different stuff, but never played it again after they removed Peter Dinklage's voice. Yeah, that was kind of weird. A bit
iron will beyond
that they did do that and replaced it with I think it was Nolan North's voice. Yeah, which is weird. It is weird. Like, yeah, that made no sense why they did that. Because I know, like, I guess for like the other DLC stuff, which is the story of the game of Destiny. They're like, oh well, we want it consistent, and we can't get Peter Dinklage for the rest of to do the other lines, so let's just redo all the lines so that's a consistent thing. I'm like, just have it so that his voice changes. You know, just be like, oh, you know, I thought I changed my voice, like the ghost or whatever. It's like, just do that instead of like completely, you know, not having him in. Like, I don't know. That was weird. That was a weird thing. But you know. But the gameplay itself, I did enjoy. I liked it. But it just, like I said, it was weird that they didn't have anything for like for the story. There wasn't more to it. And of course they tried to do some more stuff here, but when they did with the DLC stuff, so it was done because you were before able to download the DLC separately as like individual stuff, like what was it, the wolf something whatever, and then there was some the wolf's den, and then there was like other DLC, then there was the Taken King or whatever. But then they're like, oh, by the way, you can't buy those separately now, that's all in one. So it's like, what? I always hate when they do that. They let you buy it individually, but they're like, yeah, no, we're not gonna do that anymore. You can't do it anymore. It's like, what? Because, you know, buying them separately is means it would be cheaper than buying an entire pack of all the DLC. But, you know. So that's dumb. That was... So, like, I would, the odd time go back and play Destiny. The first one, but it's definitely just like, well, it's mainly just to play the online stuff because there's nothing for campaign. At least this has more for campaign, but it's like, of course they did their other stuff, but again, this was free for that week. So I was like, okay. But I probably would have bought in this game when it went down in price, just like normal. Or if it showed up on the Game Pass, then I'd play it there. Or it was on, Games with Gold for free, or whatever. Or it's like, oh, it's $10 now, or oh, it's on sale for $8. Like the original EA Star Wars Battlefront was. The deluxe version of it was on sale for like $8. So I'm like, okay, I think I can afford that. So I got that. And the same thing with the Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens Lego game. Okay. The second time this has happened. But look at all the work I did, huh? I did great, didn't I? Anyways. But yeah, so when it's like on sale for $8, I'm like, okay. Or it's free with Games of Gold, then I'm like, okay. Then I'll get it. But like, if I wouldn't buy this game full price, let's just say. Just because, again, I couldn't afford it. Like, though I did buy Hitman 2, but I liked Hitman, the one that's called Hitman, and then they just had the other one called Hitman 2, which is basically Hitman Season 1 and then Hitman Season 2, but anyways, so that's why I got Hitman 2, and it looked like, And plus, it just happened I was able to get enough money anyways for that. So I was like, okay, I'll you know, I'll just get Hitman 2. And I do enjoy it. I do like it. I like some of the online stuff they're trying to do with it, and I just like the game itself of trying to figure out how to complete each thing, and there's multiple different ways of doing it, and, which is cool. So I bought that, but yeah, like Destiny. No, that's the thing, right? With Destiny 2, it's like, I haven't played that much, so I really couldn't say if I wanted to get it or not. But I mean, just because of how things are expensive now, just a lot more expensive. It's like, well, no, I'd wait for a lot of these stuff. Because I don't know how much this game costs right now, either PC or Xbox. So a lot of times, especially when it's depending on, I guess, how many people buy the game, whatever, it's gonna be the same price for both Xbox and or console and PC. Which is funny because a lot of people go, "Oh, things are cheaper on PC." It's like, if it is, it's like a couple of dollars, or only when it's on sale, it's cheaper. And it just so happens, like with Steam stuff, at least they do different sales here and there, and, you know. But a lot of times it's like, if I were to go to Rainbow Six Siege on Xbox One and I go to see it on PC, it's like, well, it's the same price. It's like, so what's up with that? It's like, is it supposed to be cheaper on PC? You know, all those silly things that people say sometimes. I'm like, But it is funny when people, you know, say, "Oh, I don't play console anymore. I only go to PC." It's like, "Oh, why? Oh, because of mouse and keyboard." I'm like, "Yeah, but I play better with the controller than I do with the mouse and keyboard. Like, I am better with the controller than I am a mouse and keyboard. I've always been uncomfortable with a mouse and keyboard just because there's all this space in between where I move and then where I have the mouse. Like, even if you have to rebind everything, I have to go through the trouble to rebind everything, and I'm like, I don't want to do that every time. Whereas with the controller, you know, it's just like, oh, there's all your buttons. You know, the main ones, you move around, you have, you know, your D-pad does extra stuff, and then you got those you know, the 4 main buttons, and then you got your bumpers. Or in this case, the black and white buttons, because I'm using the Duke controller here. Which I have found that I play better with the Duke controller. Because my fingers are a little bit longer than more normal people's, I guess. So that even with like the 360 controller I'm like cramped because I'm like, I have to hold it like this, and it's like, okay. But with the Duke controller, it's like it's spread out more. I can just relax my hands a bit more. So I prefer that. Of course, Mike's gone. I mean, he's left, you know, probably like after he said something. Well, yeah, after he's talking about Peter Dinklage, and I just kept going. He's just like, yeah, I'm gone. I'm done. Enough of this.
Clash
Of the Titans. But anyways, that's what I found. So I mean, I know there's people that
defeat your enemy
that prefer to play mouse and keyboard, and of course people are like, oh well, you know, you're just with a mouse, it's just so much more accurate and whatever. And I'm like, yeah, but that takes no effort. Where I guess that's the point, right? It takes no effort to use a mouse, but takes more effort to use a controller. But someone like me who's just used of playing with a controller, I got him though. Play with a controller, but also just like I said this in the last stream. I played PC games before. Like, it's not like I was console, you know, when I was younger the whole time. The first time I played games was on a computer. Well, I'm actually trying to think now if I did play anything else before that. I might have had my. Did I get the PlayStation? I had a PlayStation 1, but that was like off of a friend's who sold it. It was a friend of the family, so they were switching to PS2 at the time, so they're like, oh, we'll sell the PS1. And I can't remember the timing. See, that was good. And I'm gonna die, maybe? But I got him. So either way, it's not like I only had console. Let's put it that way. I played PC, like I played Cyber Speed, right? There was Cyber Speed, what's the other, there was the hockey games, you know, NHL 98. I had some racing games, I think. Oh, of course, there's a guy right there. It's concentrating on everyone else. Yeah, I might have to switch that grenade. But yeah, I've played PC games. Oh yeah, well, I mean, obviously, I had Star Wars Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast, and then later Star Wars Jedi Academy, and of course I had Max Payne 2 on PC. So I played games on a PC, but I felt very uncomfortable playing on a mouse and keyboard. And it's the same thing when I was playing with some of the controllers. It's like, especially the PlayStation controller is so small. You know, definitely for my hand. So it's like I had to put up with it. But I'm like, well, I guess this is the only way I can play this game here on the PlayStation. So it's like, all right, with this specific controller. I'm like, okay. And you know, the Xbox controllers are a little bit better because you know, a little bit more spread out. They're so close in, but I still had to, you know, basically have my hands all cramped in together instead of having them more relaxed, because, well, it's kind of hard to have them relaxed when you have to constantly, you know, put them together as if in a fist for like, you know, 2-3 hours, however long you're playing. So. So I was a little bit better, definitely with controllers, because plus I didn't use like half the keyboard shortcuts that they would have. I mean, with something like StarCraft or whatever, you know, that makes sense to have these extra buttons for like the extra things. But when I'm playing like, you know, Max Payne 2 or something, or whatever, or even like, oh wow. Even like Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast. It's like I don't use barely any of those buttons. You know. Or even, you know, Cyber Speed, right? It's like you just don't use those. You don't need all those keys, and just having everything spread out was just weird. And of course I never really bothered as a kid to rebind all the keys all the time. It was like so annoying. I have to do that all the time. Oh. He's, yeah, okay. That's how he feels about this match, I guess. Oh. Oh. And that's as much as that I can use, because that person's over here, probably. Oh, Yenviz. Yep. That's what's there. I haven't seen it.
5 minutes.
But yeah, so that's why I was able to control things better. Again, using my thumb was just, I don't know, it felt better than, well, and plus, oh, someone else shot me. With the mouse, because again, like even now, still today, all the computer mouses, they're again same deal with like PlayStation controller or whatever. They're just too small for my hand. So holding them and, you know, using them for like you know, 5 hours or however long I'd play a video game, doing that for hours and hours and hours, it's like, yeah, my hands will get cramped because my fingers are a lot longer. And, okay. And, you know. Oh boy. Crap. No. Yeah, they would get cramped because again, I have to hold the mouse like this instead of having it relaxed. I have to go like this.
Your opponents are pulling away.
You know,
Drag them
that's
back.
further deterred me. Deterred, is that the right word? I don't know. Detracted me, whatever. Made me not want to use mouse and keyboard to play video games. So, being able to use a controller while playing, you know, video games is just preferred.
3 minutes left.
So that's why when it's funny because I heard about the Duke here and there, like every once in a while, but it was, oh boy. That was close. But yeah, so when like I heard about Duke controller being, you know, oh, it's like, oh, it was so big, blah blah blah, and I'm like, yeah, so why is it not around anymore? Like, oh, because it was too big and no one liked it. I'm like, but why isn't it around though? Because I probably would have liked, because I never used a Duke controller ever. But when I'm seeing it and people describing it, it's like, well, I would have liked to use this because, you know, it's a bigger controller. No, that's great. And so when of course years later, when they're like, hey, we're gonna re-release the Duke controller, of course Hyperkin, you know, made it, but they're like, oh, we're gonna release the Duke controller, and I'm like, I have to get this. Because obviously it's gonna be made for Xbox One and Windows 10 computers. So, I'm just like, yeah, I definitely have to get this, because I'm pretty sure this is probably gonna help me playing. Just feeling more comfortable playing games in general, because usually, again, like, I put up with it, and if I'm in the game, I have fun, but, you know, it's like, using this controller and then going back to a 360 controller, or even Xbox One, or whatever, it's like, it's just, you know, I have to get back into using, oh, right, this
1 minute left.
Less comfortable than the Duke controller. So, especially if I switch over to like a PlayStation 3 controller, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1, those controllers, it's like, oh, I don't even know where half these people show up. Yeah, in biz, but yeah, sometimes I'm just like, people are showing up and I don't know where they are appearing from.
"30 seconds remaining."
Well, you know, I'm gonna end it after this, but yeah, so that's kind of, you know, kind of my whole PC thing. But again, with the whole idea of a console is that everything's basically made to work with that
10 seconds.
computer, because that's what it is. It is like, no matter what people say, like, oh, it's not really a computer. It's totally not. Like, no, it is a computer meant for playing games.
Rise from this loss.
It is a gaming
again.
computer. Yep. It is a gaming computer. That's what it is. It has, you know, graphics cards in there. It has a
They defeated
processor, CPU,
will be
motherboard. It has, you know, CD drive. Has all, like, everything that a computer would have. It has it in there. It's just you can't interchange the parts, and you can't use mouse and keyboard. Other than that, it's basically a computer. That's like geared and designed for playing games. So, of course, with a computer you can always, you know, get new parts and replace parts or whatever, but again, not everyone can afford to do that. They just want to buy one thing and be like, okay, I just want to play games. So, buying a console and then getting games for that, you know. And yeah, that's where the argument comes like, oh well, you can pay, you have to pay, you have to, get $1,000 for a good gaming PC to put it together, whatever. But then, all the games on a computer are cheaper. And I go, when there's some sales, and if it is, it's $2 cheaper usually. Um, but for the most part, if a game comes out brand new, it's gonna be the same price. So you have the same problem, you know. So, and again, the idea is that all the games that are, released are all made to work with that console. Whereas with a computer, you just might not have, like, a game can become released and it's like, oh, you can't play it because you don't have the latest operating system, or your motherboard's out of date, or whatever. But then the idea would be like with the either 360 or PlayStation 3 or whatever console, whatever a gaming console would be, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, whatever, is that all the games are basically made to work for that. And for any of the newer games, are like, does it work with the console? Yes, it does. Okay, boom. And again, with the computer, it's like, well, they don't care because they're like, well, you just buy the parts. So they don't. So again, like with mine, I had to get some RAM, but I did manage to be able to play this. But if I didn't get that RAM, I wouldn't be able to play this game properly. Whereas I didn't have to worry about that. Whatever, if I had to play it on the Xbox One, it's already done for me. It's all done. I don't have to upgrade it. So I think you know it depends on how much you are willing to invest into a computer, because then you have to keep upgrading it every single time. Whereas the only upgrades cost you'll do is just getting the other games. And then there are times for that they'll do sales for games anyways on a console. But of course, the other thing would be if it's Xbox and now PlayStation 4, you would need a subscription. Whereas with basically the majority of PC games, you don't need a subscription unless it's like World of Warcraft or certain games where you have to have a subscription to play online. So that would probably be a thing I would see, I understand, and would make sense. Um, but again, like PlayStation 3 didn't have that problem, so you could argue that you just get a PlayStation 3 and then you're set for a while. So, but yeah, I think that does kind of suck that with the Xbox and PlayStation 4 now they don't do that. That it's not free online. Even if for certain games that would have been nice. They did that for a little bit. For Halo Master Chief Collection, you didn't need any online thing. I don't know if Fortnite they did the Fortnite, but there was other games I remember playing where it's like, oh, you don't have to have Xbox Live. But then there's some where it's like, yeah, you need it, and I'm like, what? So I don't know. It's a weird thing with that, but I think that you know it's just a weird thing where you have people that are completely like, you only can do PC or you only can do console. I'm like, just do both. Like, because there are certain exclusive games that are only on PC, and then there's certain exclusive games that are only on console. So, and then of course each one has their own separate exclusive ones. Like PlayStation 4 will have exclusive, Xbox One will have exclusive. Xbox 360 had a bunch of exclusives. PlayStation 3 had a bunch of exclusives. And the original Xbox, PlayStation 2, PS1, all that stuff. They all have their own exclusive games. So, it's just the. Of course, I ended up, after I sold my original Xbox, it's like, okay, I shouldn't have done that because, um, because yeah, even though because I'm like, oh, 360 now is backwards compatibility stuff. So when I got it, they're like, oh, okay, you can play Xbox original Xbox games on a 360, but it's only certain ones though, because it's an emulation. It's not like a hardware, because they never planned to be able to do that until later. People are like, why can't I play my original Xbox games on 360? Same thing with the Xbox One. They did the exact same thing, which you figured they might have just make it so that the same hardware is in there. Or at least they wouldn't be able to play any 360 game. But you know, whatever. But they're fixing that now. But yeah, so it's just I don't know. So I basically just started to keep all the console stuff so that I'm able to play 360, you know, PlayStation 3, Xbox One, and then I don't have a PS4 at some point in time. I will get a PS4 eventually so I can play it like Spider-Man for the PS4. You know, and the, you know, Uncharted 4 and other exclusive games that I would be interested in playing only for PS4, so you know, that's the thing, right? But of course, then later I got the Wii, and then I got NES Classic Edition. So I don't know, and of course I got my computer. So it's again, I saved up money, and also once I got the stuff, I just kept them instead of selling those because then it's like, oh, you're losing them. So you know, I don't know. Now I'm ranting. Now I'm just saying words because no one's here. Mike isn't here to tell me to shut up and end the stream because we've been going on for about an hour 26 minutes, so about 20 minutes I've been just yapping this whole time about that. But I don't know, that's kind of my views on it over the years of playing both PC and console, where I prefer a little bit more on the console just because I don't have to worry about upgrading things, and it's like, yep, all the games are made to work for that, whereas this I can't. Like, you know, I might be able to play Fortnite on this again if I tried it in some of the other games, but it's like I can't have the graphics maxed, you know? Can't do that, but whereas it can be, you know, maxed, you know, to work with the console up into its whatever its hardware is. I mean, that'd be the thing, is that it's older hardware. I mean, any hardware is old once it's made, because then, you know, a week later or a month later, someone's like, oh, here's a new one. Here's a new version. The other one's already obsolete now. So, again, it's all made to work with the console and play. Whereas, you know, again, PC games are not meant to do that. They're just meant to work with the latest graphics cards, whatever. So, if it goes, oh, there's a new graphics card that is, you know, coming out or whatever, well, then they try to make it to work for that one. So it's, you know, I don't know. I think both are good, and if, you know, with the whole thing about using a controller, it's like, well, you know, if you use it for either most of your life or just use it enough, you could be pretty good with it against people, you know, with mouse and keyboard. And obviously, I haven't, and of course, knowing the game and playing the game, so I haven't played this game as much, but I did get people. And it's funny because I do hear people go, "Oh, you get wrecked whenever you play a controller on PC," and I'm like, I get wrecked when I play on console with a controller. It's the same to me. It's exactly the same. There's no difference. It's just that someone's using a mouse and keyboard. That's the difference. Of course, I won't know because you can use both. But the fact that I was still able to take guys out, I don't know. I can still play the game. I can still, you know, fight people. And same thing with Fortnite, because that one's crossplay. So I could play on Xbox One and then play on someone PC, and I could still, like, get them. I can still win. Just, again, because I have to use the controller, it's just my mind has to go, like, right, I'm using controller, because muscle memory and all that stuff, and just getting the right sensitivity, me figuring out, okay, I need this the right sensitivity so that I'm fast enough to turn around, but not, like, too fast that, like, I can't control it. Same thing with the mouse. You can't have your sensitivity, like, faster than ever, so it's like, you barely move, it's like, and you turn, like, 50 times over by barely moving, you know, to the left or right. So it's all in the thumb, and you just gotta practice. That's all it is practice. So yes, it's a little bit harder, but it's practice than the. So that's the only harder thing. Everything else for me is just, it's more comfortable to to use a controller than mouse and keyboard. Again, you know, years later they are making keyboard and mouse that are ergonomic and made to help with prevent carpal tunnel syndrome, or like, you know, basically making your hand stuck like this. Because again, if I have to hold a mouse like this, it's like, I have to kind of actually I have to hold it like this because the actual clicking, I can't just because I would prefer to hold it like this, like because my again fingers are long, so it's like just yeah, because I prefer to hold it like that, but then that means of course it's more uncomfortable though, so I can't actually hold it the way I want to because it's so small. So they have ones now as a Microsoft ergonomic keyboard and mouse, where the mouse it's like just big, like a big ball, and it's kind of like sideways, and your thumb's here, and then you can click here. And I'm like, oh well, that's way better, because I saw it at Best Buy, and I just put my hand on it, and I'm like, this is way better. And then they have the keyboard that's actually curved, but also the numpad is actually separate. It's a separate thing, so I can actually, if I don't use the numpad at all, I can just get rid of it and have like the keyboard shorter and just it'll be just way better. So that's one of the keyboards I want to get, but then I'll play games more on the computer. Of course, now that again I got the updated RAM and I'm a lot of there's so many older games that I have that I like to play. Some more, and of course some of the newer ones from Steam or whatever that you know are free. Of course, those are indie games, and so it's just like just to try them out. So I guess there's that too. That would be the thing. Is like a bunch of indie games you could try out, but so I mean, there's pros and cons for both, and I think both are fine to have. Not one isn't better than the other. They both have things that are good and bad about it. So I don't know. I like both. I like both console and PC, and especially now that I have, you know, a better graphics card and now some more RAM, I can play games like this a little bit better and not lag all the time. So I don't know. I'm like I said, just I like both. I think both are good. Both are fine, and there shouldn't be a competition of like, or you know, just it's not even like a competition. It's more like just people for whatever reason just like it's PC and that's it. You only play games computer. That's it. Like, you know, it's like okay, but don't like if someone is playing on a console, don't be like, oh, you're playing on a console. What's wrong with you? It's like it's tech again. I know some people who are like, oh, a console, gaming console is totally different from a computer. I'm like, no, it's not. It is a computer. It's like a computer you buy from Walmart or something that's already made, a pre-made computer that is so that also made that any game that you put on that, you'll say this is made for this. You know, like even newer games, whatever. It's like it is basically all the games are made to work with that computer. You know, up until like they're like, okay, well we're gonna have, you know, some more upgraded parts for this newer model of computer. You go, okay, then you just buy the newer model if you wanted to, or just don't worry about it and keep playing all the games that you own. You know, or save up money to get the other computer. Like that's all it is. That's what it is. So I always think that's weird when people say that. And they're like, oh, it's not the same thing. It is the same thing. Again, it's like a pre-built computer that you would buy from a store, and you would just use a controller. Of course, now with Xbox One, they're basically, you know, it seems like they're trying to go with okay, allowing you to use mouse and keyboard on a console, and I'm like, so then anyone who's like it's on a computer, I'm like, so stop saying that because now like in your whatever value, okay, it is now because it has mouse keyboard because apparently that's the defining trait. Because I was watching some there was some video like I didn't see the video, but I saw like the thumbnail and the title of this video on YouTube, and it's like, so Xbox One is basically a PC now? Question mark. And I'm like, well, yeah, of course it is. It's always been like it's just like it is. Like, I don't understand. You have computer parts in there. There's a graphics card. You know? Like, yeah, I guess the only difference would be it's made to work with a TV as opposed to a monitor. It's a graphics card that's made to work for TVs. It has those TV components. Like in plugins, whatever, to work with the TV for the cords. It's like, and you know, especially with Xbox One now, it's like, oh, it's HD only, so it's like, well, then it really is meant to be plugged into a monitor. You can do that. And of course, because TVs are, you know, switching over more to HD, and a lot of them don't have those regular old TV inputs, so it's like, just plug it in your monitor, but you're still playing an Xbox on a monitor. It's a computer. It's a gaming computer. The only but I mean, that's why they have just the name differently as a console, because it just means that you can't upgrade the different parts, or at least you're not supposed to, because all the games are geared and meant to work with that console when you get them. So I don't know. It's just again, I've been going on a lot longer now. It's another extra 10 minutes for you guys. Again, that's what happens when no one's here to tell me to shut up and end the stream. So, I might as well do that now. You can look at the screen, check out different stuff there, such as my Twitch and YouTube channels, because I am now streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. Some people might be watching this on YouTube Live, some of them might not be, but it is a lot easier way for me to archive these on YouTube. I have, you know, 4 years of an archive playlist of my streams for 4 years, which is crazy. To actually look back, see where it started and where it is now, and all that fun stuff. But you know, so the idea is it'll be there on YouTube forever, hopefully, at least for a very long time. Also, I'm going to try to do some more videos now that I have an HD camcorder. I'm trying to do some gaming videos. I might do Let's Play stuff again, I don't know. We'll have to see how everything goes. Because I have more responsibilities now. It's harder to get things done. I still have my Halo movie to finish. It's a lot going on, but you know. It's just, yeah, a lot of stuff. So, trying to do some stuff there on YouTube, so you can subscribe to see what I stream, and also see whenever I put up other videos. And of course, you can follow me on Twitch. You can also look at the information section of my Twitch channel, check out all the different stuff there, such as specs for my streaming computer, my gaming computer, my internet. I also have clips, highlights, and Let's Plays as well on my Twitch channel. Like I said, I'm trying to do videos for both Twitch and YouTube, some more stuff, because, I mean, doing the streams is just easier for me, because I don't have to really edit them. Sometimes I do edit them, but it's just like, oh, cutting from here to here, like a small point, it's like, okay. Or splitting them, if I played multiple games, I would split those into separate videos, so that, because not everyone wants to watch, you know, 5 hours worth of 5 different games or whatever, so, you know, this way they're a bit shorter, but also one specific game, because not everyone wants to watch these other games that I would play. But you know, I'm trying to do things, okay? New year, trying to get things done and working and figuring out stuff and what to do, so. But yeah, so, anyways, I will be playing more computer games, especially now. Got some more RAM. Got at least 8 gigs now, which, as you had, if you were watching the stream and you're watching the video later on YouTube, it's definitely a lot better than the last the previous time I was trying to play Destiny 2 with only 4 gigs of RAM. So, yeah, it's I don't know. It's kind of cool because then, like I said, there's a lot of older games I haven't played yet, or streamed yet that I've played before, or even some games I've never played before, and I wanted to play them and stream them, but because just didn't have the right graphics card, didn't have the right stuff set up for the computer, so now I do. Now I do. Anyways, again, enough of my yapping, enough of my flapping my lips here, and saying random words. Thanks guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys later. Bye bye.